Hello, not your average Joe here. I am making edible poop today, and it's for a character that I call Potty Mouth. It's also why I grew this beard, so stuff can stick in my beard. It's really nasty. But anyways, Potty Mouth wears a diaper and some other gross clothing, and he's in a bathroom scene, and he pulls poo out of his diaper and out of the toilet and licks it and lets it drip from his mouth. I have other effects I use too, but this one is specifically, this video is just for the edible poo I use in my diaper, which I line an adult diaper with wax paper, and that way the poo doesn't absorb into the diaper and you're not putting diaper particle stuff in your mouth. Anyways, so far here I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of cane sugar, and maybe about a cup of oatmeal. You can use whatever brands you want. And really, there's no measurement. I just wanted to make enough for 2 nights to roll into a big turd to freeze. For later, you add oatmeal to your consistency. That's about a cup. I am going to add a little bit more, actually. That's probably really close to a cup. But I'm just stirring that up there. Really simple. I like using organic ingredients because this is going to be in my mouth. And I don't want bleached flour or fake sugar in my mouth for too long. I don't know how you feel about Quaker, but it's whatever. You want to use chocolate syrup, whatever brand, they're all the same ingredients. But you want to add enough to where it's not too runny and not too thick, to give it that color, and it helps with the taste. The other thing I add is instant coffee. It does provide a little bit of texture. Actually, you don't need this. You can just use the oats and flour and sugar and the syrup alone, and then mix it up, put it in a Ziploc bag, and roll it to the bottom, and shape it into a turd, and put it in the freezer for a little while until you're ready to use it. It doesn't freeze too much, so it's really ready to go and sticky. But I'm adding instant coffee for a little bit of texture, a little bit of color, but mostly because of the smell, because it does produce a bit of a poop smell. I don't know if you've ever smelled someone's breath after they drink coffee, but it kind of smells like poop. Anyway, sorry, my video quality is horrible. I'm not used to doing this. I just wanted to make a real basic tutorial compared to the ones I've seen out there. This is pretty easy. A flour, sugar, oats, chocolate syrup, and instant coffee. Mix it to your consistency. You might have to play around with the levels. It's up to you. Anyways, what this does, give it a smell that resembles poop. I also use poop spray or fart spray stuff in my room, but when people get close, they smell chocolate, and I get a lot of comments. Oh, it smells good. And so hopefully the chocolate will reduce that sweet smell and make it smell more like poop. And who knows, it might give me a little bit of a caffeine buzz, extra caffeine buzz throughout the night. I'll find out. But I'm just mixing it all together, and I'll find the right consistency that I like for me personally, and then I will add my syrup and put it in a Ziploc bag. It gets really sticky. You might want to wear gloves. Be careful when you put it in the Ziploc so it doesn't get all over the outside. You know, basic common sense stuff there. I'm going to add some more. This expensive instant coffee. I don't know if you've ever seen the prices of instant coffee, but goodness. Oh well. Anyways, that's it. I mean, once you get it going, you'll notice the whoa. It takes just a few moments to mix in the wet ingredient. I think I've made way too much. I'm gonna have a lot of poo to fling around. And that's okay, because it's no measurement there. It's just for fun. I won't run out. And I might have enough left over for the 2 nights for sure. But yeah, see, you've seen all that chocolate I put in there. That's just not enough yet. But starting to chunk up. Anyways, that's all you're gonna do. I recommend, if you use this, you either wear a glove when you're performing or only use one hand for the poo, because flour and moisture pretty much creates paste, and it doesn't come off of stuff real easy. So you don't want to go grabbing your phone or anything else while your poo is all over your hands. See, it's coming together there. I'm gonna have to, you know what, I'm gonna add just a bit of water. I was boiling water, if you're wondering why water was in that pan. Boil water to make my instant oatmeal. Just love using the microwave. I know instant oatmeal isn't probably the best, but at least I'm not using the microwave. It's hard switching over to organic lifestyle eating. Do a little bit at a time. All right, so you could say this could take a little bit of time. So I'm just going to keep mixing, and I will show you the finished product when it's done. All right, I've got my consistency. I added a little bit more water and chocolate syrup and coffee, but look at that. See that? That's what I like mine to look like. Now I will take this out with a spatula, put it in some Ziploc bags, roll it up at the bottom, make like a nice little turd, and then I'll put it in the freezer for the rest of the day until I'm ready to use it. Keep it nice and cold so it's a little more pliable than this. Like, there's different methods I can use to get it out of Ziploc and put it into my diaper. Here's the diaper. I used black hairspray stuff, Halloween hairspray stuff, to make the diaper look gross. And once I smear this poo on a little bit more, it'll look even better. But on the inside, you see, I taped wax paper. So I just put the diaper on, and then I take the Ziploc bag and turn it inside out, or cut a corner off and squeeze it into the diaper, and the turd just sets in there on the wax paper. It doesn't really move because it's kind of sticky, and then it just moves back and forth when I walk around. I have it down around my knees, the diaper. You know, I can pick at it at night, or I have my other hand in a toilet and have some on my out of the toilet, you know, whatever, however you want to use it. But here's the product. So I will show you what it looks like in the bag, and then I think the video will be done. This is going on way too long.